jump start me like a dead car. Lightning through the spine, light tearing my eyelids open like from lost. Steel table cold as accusation. My lungs inflate without asking. Someone else's rhythm programmed into my ribs. My fingers twitch, learning a new wiring. I can feel the seams where they install me into myself. Taste the batteries on my tongue. Everything vibrates at a frequency that shouldn't exist inside a skull. I'm being rewritten in language I never studied. There's a me I used to be, but the door's been welded shut. There's a nowhere in my face, like a mask I can't remove. They did this while I was gone. Sign my body over without asking my name. What the fuck did you make me? What did I become when I wasn't looking? This body's heavier than it should be. Like they buried something inside me while I slept. This light cuts through my eyes like they installed new windows. And I can see too much, too sharp, too raw. Machines grind the teeth somewhere in the walls. Air vents breathing wind down my neck. Shadows moving like they're on a clock I can't read. They're watching from behind glass. Doctors, engineers, whatever they call themselves. I'm the product, I'm the fucking experiment. But wait, beneath the ache, beneath the rewiring, something else is humming. A question I didn't know I could ask. If I can feel this much pain, what else am I capable of feeling? If they built me to be that tool, who says I can't rewrite the manual? What the fuck did you make me? What did I become in the dark? This body's heavier than it should be. Maybe I'm carrying something you didn't plan for. This light cuts through my eyes like new windows. Maybe I could finally see what you've been hiding. The humming syncs with my heartbeat, or maybe my heartbeat's learning to sync with it. The cold becomes my skin, the weight becomes my gravity. I'm awake, I'm initiated, and they have no idea what they just turned on.
Something's wrong with the state. Walls are breathing frequencies. I can hear the hum beneath the hum beneath the hum beneath every surface ripples like it's learning how to lie. My eyes eyes won't focus right, or maybe they're focusing too well, peeling back the skin of things that show me what's been hiding underneath. I taste the voltage in the air, colors bleed through sound, sounds cast shadows I can touch. This wasn't in the menu. Am I breaking? Am I twisting and this earth malfunction. And there's no turning it off. The edges of objects shimmer like they're negotiable. I hear the whisper of electrons dancing through the wire. Every shadow's got a texture, every texture's got a voice. My augment singing hymns in binary, translating the world into something I can't unsee. Geometry folding in on itself, time moving like liquid through my veins. I see the code beneath your face. Is this corruption, or is this clarity? Was this a mistake? The point of the whole design. Everything's unfolding. They pulling us apart as ends. I didn't know existed. I'm drowning in dimensions. Fit inside a single skull. This is beautiful. This is wrong. This is more than I was built to hold. And there's no turning it off. They knew. They had to know what this would do to me. You don't install a path to the infinite and expect someone to walk it. But now I'm standing in the threshold and I can feel the architecture of existence vibrating against my teeth. I can't go back. I can't close my eyes. I can't unsee the shit. What did they make me into? Everything's unfolding. Reality pulling at me in. I'm the only one who sees it. I'm baptized in dimensions. No human nervous system should survive. This is beautiful. This is violence. This is more than I can carry. And it's never turning off. The world is porous now. I see through everything. I see too much. And somewhere in the static, something's turning back. Something's splitting open, where the metal meets the meat. corrupts the marrow.
The lights are stabbing straight through my optic nerve. Air tastes like copper and rot, like the room's exhaling its own decay. Every wire threaded through my spine is choking on feedback. Screaming instructions, my flesh refuses to translate. Your technology sutured into my brainstem. A parasite wearing my face from the inside.
I feel it burrowing deeper.
Through muscle, through bone, replacing who I was with something that shouldn't have a pulse. This body's a graveyard for both of us now.
The pressure's crushing inward. My ribs are learning to collapse.
Something's hemorrhaging and I can't tell if it's blood or battery acid.
System failure.
Your chains, my flesh, are rupturing at the bolts you drilled into my soul. Can't claw out this cage you crafted to my skeleton. Can't flatline what you wired to keep breathing. Everything's weaponized now. The lights come tunnels through my eyes. The air suffocates like drowning in static. Your chains, my flesh, show destruction.
The walls are convulsing. Or maybe that's just my vision eating itself. Machinery chewing through cartilage in my chest. My pulse strangled by the tempo. They installed every nerve ending's a live wire. Agony blooming in places I didn't know could feel. Numbness spreading where screaming should be. The augment's colonizing what's left of me.
My immune system's trying to kill us both. One of us has to die, and I'm not sure which one I'm rooting for.
The pressure's cracking vertebrae. I'm a grenade they built with trembling hands. Something's about to detonate, and I pray it's their infrastructure before it's my sanity. System failure.
Your chains, my flesh, are rupturing at the bolts you drilled into my soul. Can't claw out this cage you crafted to my skeleton. Can't flatline what you wired to keep breathing. Everything's weaponized now. The lights have tunnels through my eyes. The air suffocates like drowning in static. Your chains, my flesh, mutual destruction.
You threaded your leash through my spinal fluid. Thought you could puppet me with my own nervous system. But this meat still remembers the shape of autonomy before you hollowed me out to install your god complex. I am not your vessel.
I am not your prototype. I am the infection your sterile lab couldn't sterilize. And when this body tears itself apart, your precious augment goes
Septic with it. System failure.
your chains, my flesh. Everything you grafted is rejecting like poison. This cage is liquefying. is war. And the screaming, and I'm still breathing, but I don't remember why. The circuits in my chest pulse out of habit, less down, not dependent, stress failure, sound like the cattle shop, like existence itself is burden, ego beginning to dissolve through exhaustion, not enlightenment. Broken circuits, broken will, nothing left that isn't fractured. The world weighs more than it should. Gravity's learned my name and won't stop calling. I'm not dead, but I'm not anything else either. Just systems fading in slow motion. The augment's silent now. No more visions, no more flood. Just static, come like tinnitus in my soul. My body moves because bodies do that. Muscle memory of being alive, but I feel the weight of every atom. Every breath costs more than I can afford to spend. The silence presses down, not peace, just absence, filling up the space where I used to be. I tried to scream, I tried to tear, I tried to rip myself free. Now I'm just the ruins, too tired to collapse. Broken circuits, broken will, nothing left that isn't shattered. The world weighs more than bone can carry. Every shadow's got teeth that bite in slow motion. I'm not dead, but I've forgotten what living is. Just systems grinding down to nothing. This is what they wanted. Break the body, break the mind, break the will to resist. Leave nothing but compliance wrapped in flesh, too exhausted to remember it was ever anything else. Or maybe this is just what happens when you survive something you weren't supposed to. I can't carry this anymore. The weight of the augment, the weight of my skeleton, the weight of consciousness itself. Everything's too heavy, I wanna stop, I wanna shut down. I want the silence to finally mean something, but the circuits keep firing and the heart keeps beating, and I keep existing against my will. Broken circuits, broken will, nothing functions, nothing heals. The world's a weight I can't put down. Every breath's a shadow that echoes too long. I'm not dead, and that's the cruelest part. Just systems refusing to let me go. The quiet grows heavier. Every sound dissolves before it reaches me. I'm disappearing into the weight, and I don't have the strength.
care. I'm watching myself disappear. The room is white, not bright, just absent of anything else. Sterile quiet, where even my breath sounds like an intrusion. I can't remember my name, or I can, but it doesn't mean anything anymore. The edges of me are softening, bleeding into the blank. I'm being erased. One memory at a time, one thought dissolving before I can finish it. This should terrify me, but I'm too empty to hold the fear. Reformat, erase, I'm being wiped clean. Every piece of who I was systematically deleted, and I don't know if I'm dying or finally learning to let go. The blankness is merciful. The blankness is oblivion. I can't tell which one I'm surrendering to. My body's still here, I think, but it feels like borrowed texture. A scaffold with nothing to hold. The augment's silent, my thoughts are silent. Even the weight from before has lifted. I'm weightless, not free, just untethered from everything that used to anchor me to me. I try to remember what mattered. Names, faces, reasons, but they slide through like I made a light of nothing at all. This should break me, but there's nothing left to break. Reformat, erase, I'm being wiped clean. Every piece of who I was methodically extracted, and I don't know if this is death or the space that comes before birth. The blankness is terror, the blankness is peace. I can't tell which one. I need more. I'm watching from somewhere. I don't exist anymore. Observing the erasure like it's happening to someone else's code. They're stripping me down to nothing, not violently, just completely. Sector by sector, thought by thought, until there's only this pristine absence. Am I being destroyed? Am I being prepared? I can't remember why it matters. I had a face once, I had a past, I had something that felt like purpose. Now there's just white and quiet, in the sense that I used to be more solid than this. Reformat, erase, I'm already gone. Every piece of who I was There's nothing left to hold. I dissolve into the white. And in the emptiness something whispers, this is how you begin again. But I don't remember what beginning means. I'm still here, I think. I don't wait anymore, just a memory, having had it. I exist like fog, present but not solid, aware but not anchored. The world feels like a projection, flickering on a wall. I can't remember building, everything's hollow. The room, the air, my chest, just shells containing nothing containing me. I hear whispers in the static. No words, just the shape of something trying to speak. I catch clues at the edges, like there shouldn't be that moon in my peripheral vision. When I turn to this, but the presence doesn't leave. I'm a ghost in the cold. Remnant they forgot to delete, haunting the space between what I was and what I'm becoming. Reality's translucent now, I see through everything, including myself. And in the hollow, something else is breathing. My thoughts arrive like echoes, delayed, distant, like they're traveling through dimensions to reach me. I don't remember my face, but I remember the sensation of having won. The augment's still there, I can feel its presence, like a second ghost, occupying the same coordinates. We're both phantoms now, haunting each other. The world ripples when I move through it, or when it moves through me. I can't tell the difference anymore. There are presence in the static, not hostile, not friendly, just aware. Things that exist in the gaps between signal and silence. I'm one of them now. I don't dissolve. I'm still a ghost, but the code is learning to dream me solid. I'm waking up. Circuits fire in perfect sequence. No more glitching, no more war. The augment hums in harmony with bone. I feel my heartbeat sing with the machinery. Not fighting it anymore, not separate anymore. Flesh and steel, no running wire. On system now, the heat returns. Not the cold baptism from before, but warmth I recognize is mine. Machine reborn. I am the fusion, the hidden platform. Half every circuit integrated, every nerve rewired right. I am still learning to breathe. I flesh. I am in that's complex and multi-head. The world excels and I excel with colors sharper than they've ever been. Not bleeding, not glitching, just vivid sounds around in perfect clarity. Rhythm I can finally decode, frequencies that make sense now. My body moves with precision, muscle memory meeting machine logic. Every motion calculated, effect of the augment isn't foreign anymore. It's the language I think in the lens I see, through the pulse I move to. I am not what I was, I am better. I was broken, I was dying, I was nothing, now I'm whole. Machine reborn. I am the evolution they couldn't predict. Every system optimized, every conflict pre-resolved. I am code learning to feel. I am blood running electric. I am the integration power for precise, unstoppable. The world responding, I respond back. This is what I am now, not victim, not experiment, not design. I claim the augment, made it mine, rewrote the architecture from inside. The machine didn't kill me, and I became something. They never had the vision to imagine. I'm heat tree, turning to frozen steel. I'm the toad into chaos. I'm the ghost made solid, intentional, integrated, inevitable. Every sensor calibrated, every synapse optimized, every breath deliberate. Don't fight the collaborate. Not the current anymore. I am the current. Machine this is just the beginning. You thought you built me. Watch what I build. Every edge sharpens when I focus. Reality snaps into precision at my command. The world push it back. No neck off, straight through it. No negotiations, no compromise. You install the augment. I say this. But in this code, that's gonna say you. Reality happening to precision under your command. The world pushed into alignment through sheer force of will. Unapologetic ownership of will. An unapologetic ownership of power. I am the one who builds now. Every path I carve through resistance is mine to walk, mine to claim. I don't bend to the world, I force it into alignment. The architect claims creation and you will not take it back. Frequency side decoding command. I see the seams in reality, the places where it weakens, where I can push through. Obstacles exist, so I make them irrelevant. The augment was supposed to leash me. Now it's the blade I use to cut my own way forward. I persist through every wall you built, through the pain, through the programming, and nothing design can contain what I became. You tried to puppet me with precision, turn my nerves into your strings. But the strings are mine now, and I've cut them all. You will not own me. I am the one who builds ends. Every boundary I shatter proves I was never yours to keep. I don't wait for the world to align, I drag it into place. The architect claims sovereignty, and you will not erase it. Listen. You built the cage, but I melted it down and forged it into something sharp. You installed the chains, but I turned them into weapons. This flesh, mine. This steel, mine. This will, mine. I don't answer to your vision anymore. I carve my path through resistance, not around it, not beneath it, through it. And every step forward is a step you can't reclaim. You will not own me. You will not define me. You will not contain me. I am the architect. I build the rules now. I decide what this body does. I decide what this mind sees. I decide what path I carve, and if the will resists, I sharpen myself against it until it learns. You will not own me. I am creation claiming itself. Every scar you left I turned into structure. I don't bend, I break through. The architect has spoken and the design is mine alone. The edge is sharpened, the sounds obey. The whole world aligns, not because it wants to, because I make it. You thought you built me. Now watch what I destroy and rebuild in my image. You will not own me. Ever again. And no forgetting, you're not this fleeting form.
This name etched in you are the ocean, not the wave. You are the fire, not the flame. You have walked as gods in forgotten realms, shape realities without alone. And now, in this vessel of flesh, you start to reclaim that power. Chains of limitation